Okay, I don't have Brian, so I don't know where he's at, so we'll just have to go solo for right now. What's that? Okay. Welcome back to the Shrine Tournament. We have the small school girls. We have the Kansas Lady Comets versus the Red Oak Lady Eagles in the Championship Saturday Small School Championship. And tip-off will go towards the Lady Comets right now. I'm your announcer, Eric Shannon, and I'm solo right now. But we'll get you through this one. Comets are in white, red numbers. The Red Oak Lady Eagles are in black with maroon numbers with yellow trim. So immediately a little bit of maybe a little bit of Big Jim jitters as they turn over the ball. The Comets on their first possession, Red Oak will take over. For pressure being applied by the Kansas Lady Comets. Looking for a 10 count. They're at 5. And Red Oak Lady Eagles lose it in their backcourt. So a turnover, very quick turnover. So if you haven't got to watch any of our earlier games, you can go back and watch those on our YouTube channel or scroll through our Facebook page on videos and check that out. We're a proud sponsor of the Shrine Tournament here. Three-point shot's going to be way off the mark, and she took it from outside the NBA ring, and that was Kylie Ortiz. So Ortiz, that's one thing we've noticed some of the teams here at the Civic Center is they have a tendency to shoot at that farther three-point line, which is actually an NBA line. So foul being called on number 3, Kaylee Ortiz. Nice reverse layup. Doesn't drop for the Red Oak Lady Eagles. No, excuse me, that was on, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was on Ortiz. Three-point on the way by Ortiz, and it's good this time. She scooted her in just a hair. So 3-0. And a scrum for the ball. It's going to be out of bounds on the Lady Comets. We'll go back to the Lady Eagles. You see the three-point shot right here by Ortiz. Nice, nothing but net. Shot up a little bit long, rebounded by number 14, Ashlyn Bird for the Comets. Bird running the floor, bring it down. Nice inside, back outside to Bird. Up on top to 11, Laney Payton. Payton trying to set the offense. Comets rotate. Bird, jump shot and is good. And that was Ashlyn Bird. There are two of them. There's a Ashton and an Ashlyn. So it's a 5-point lead. Quick lead for the Kansas Lady Comets. We thank you for watching and listening to us today. If you got to catch the earlier games, you got to catch Jacob and Dion, and they did a fantastic job for our earlier games. You can go back and watch them. Now, we had Red Oak came up for our basketball media days this year. So if you are a Red Oak fan, You can go to our YouTube channel and scroll down to our basketball media days and watch some of their comments on how they felt the season was going to go and what they feel coming into the 2019 season. So Red Oak will inbound the ball underneath their basket and will immediately face pressure. Able to get it in. And nice layup by number 15, Shady Crace. And that breaks the ice for the Lady Eagles, getting their first points of the night. Ortiz, the one that hit the three-pointer earlier, handling the ball up on top. And first turnover of the night for Kansas. Just kind of a bad pass there by number, that was 21, Guthrie. Three-pointer on the way, and just off the rim. And Red Oak's going to keep the rebound. That shot was by 21, Hunter, Kaylee Hunter. Shot it from the left corner. Inside, and that's twice she's been open. First time she's hit the shot. That was Shailene Epsel. Espinel. I do hope I'm not mispronouncing your name, your last name wrong, young lady. Nope, excuse me, that was 22, Stormy Baggs. Excuse me. First personal on Casey Bell. That'd be the first team foul also for Red Oak. Woo, and almost stepped out of bounds. Way to keep it in bounds. That was Peyton receiving the pass there. Ortiz up top trying to set the offense. And unable to get a shot off, lost the ball, was Peyton. Bodies all over the court. Shot up and off the mark, but tipped back out. Peyton was trying to get the ball, and it looks like it was last touched by Red Oak. No, I'm sorry, it was last touched by Peyton by Kansas. Nice dish off, and well, they're going to call a charge on number 15 for Red Oak, and that's Shady Crace. That'll be her first and the second team foul. So they're going to call a charge on her just right before she dished the ball off. Three-pointer, and it's good by Mackenzie Wood. So a 7-5 lead now by Kansas. Three-pointer on the way and rims in and out. That was shot by Guthrie. Ball poked out by the Comets. Wood, three-point attempt. Nope, off the front of the rim. Awful close, won't go. Rebound and shot. That was by Bell. Bell's shot didn't go in, but she was fouled. And you see Mackenzie Wood's three-pointer from a little bit earlier. So the foul was called on Haley Buck of Kansas. Missed second one, made the first one. Eagles just trying to work the ball around, trying to get some offense going. Baggs drives in, turns around, loses the ball. They're going to get Caller for walking. Lots of ball movement by the Kansas Comets. Buck shot won't go, short off this backboard. Oh, almost backcourt, but saved it was Buck touching the ball. Cross court to Ortiz. Ortiz floater layup and drops in. So Ortiz has 5 points. And now we have a 1-point game, 8-7. Red Oak Eagles still in the lead. Long jumper. Oh, three-pointer. She was behind the line. Nice. And that was Crace. So add 3 to her total. 11-7, 15 seconds to go. Ortiz has the ball. She'll kick it out. Three-point shot up, way too long off the other side, and that shot was by 14, Ashlyn Bird. So at the end of one, your score is 7-11. Red Oak is ahead of the Kansas Lady Comets. So stick around, more action to come, and we'll show you some commercials about Bravado Wireless and why you need to go visit one of our stores.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the Bravado Wireless sponsored Shrine Tournament, the 39th annual Shrine Tournament. Championship Saturday, we have the Kansas Lady Comets against the Red Oak Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles are ahead right now. They are in black with maroon numbers and a 5-second violation on the inbounds opening the second quarter. Red Oak leads 11-7, and we have had some very stingy defense on both ends of the court by these young ladies. Gonna be a jump ball, tie-up ball, and the possession arrow will go for the Kansas Lady Comets. Ortiz, three-pointer on the way, is good. And Ortiz, her second three-pointer of the day. And that one hit from NBA range. So that will pull back within one, 11-10, with Ortiz shot from the left corner. Watch it right here on replay. Kicks the ball out. Ortiz says, I've got this. Calmly sinks it from the left corner. Red Oak bringing the ball down. And that Kansas defense, very tenacious, even though Red Oak has leg. And Ortiz nearly steals it. No, excuse me. That was Taryn, and she was held. The crowd wants a foul. As she was going for the ball, the Red Oak, I don't know what player it was, actually grabbed her around the waist. Good defense once again. And Ortiz. So a steal by Peyton and Ortiz, easy layup. And now the Kansas Lady Comets have the lead 12-11. Coming out after the first quarter, the Red Oak Lady Eagles kind of look lost. Nothing like what they did in the first 8 minutes. And here's the steal and the pass and the assist to Ortiz. Nice camera work on our goal cam. Folks, as I always say, let us know in the comments where you're from. We like to know where you're watching from, whether it's right here in town with us in Muskogee, Oklahoma, or if you're in Kansas or Red Oak or one of the towns few and far between. Let us know where you're at, because it's kind of fun for us to look back and see where everyone is from. Also, you comment on enough of our games, you'll be eligible to win movie tickets to Epic Theaters. On the drive and going to get called for the block is 00 Shelby Sharp. And that will be the 5th team foul. Free throw attempt by Crace is good. And that'll be Crace's 6th point of the night. Second one won't go in, rebounded by the Comets. That was Guthrie with the rebound. So we have a 12-12 game. Long three-pointer on the way, front of the rim won't go. And I think they're going to call Guthrie on the reach-in there. And they do. That is the 6th team foul for Comets, or for the Comets. Long pass and can't be handled by anybody. Is going to go out of bounds on the Comets. If Guthrie doesn't touch it, it's going to be the Comets' ball, but I think she thought she could handle it. Outside shot by Baggs, and she can't make it. Rebound on the other side, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Ortiz. Nope, they just called it a jump ball, excuse me. Three-point on the way, number 21, and that is Hunter, won't go. Rebounded by the young lady Wood. Wood already has a three-pointer tonight as well. Bag jump shot won't go. She is accosted. They're going to call it the foul on Fallon Taryn. And that will be foul number 7. And that is Taryn's second foul. Bag at the line to shoot. First one, no go. Second one won't go. Guthrie rebound, but she has a hard time handling it as it goes out of bounds. Guthrie comes out. And inside pass shot was by 11 Bell, wouldn't go in. Ortiz starts to run, and shot up against glass won't go. That was taken by Peyton. They're going to call a charge on number 15, Crace. Last time Crace went in like that, she was able to collect the foul and go to the free throw line. So that's the third foul on the team. Second foul on Crace. So Crace will go have a seat. Coach is going to talk to her, Coach Dan Caldwell. Score is still tied, 12-12. Jump shot by Peyton won't go. Rebound by the Eagles. Going to call a jump ball. Possession will go to Kansas. Comets bring the ball up. Set up their half-court offense. Cross-court pass to Ortiz. Ortiz drops it inside to Peyton. Peyton drives, nope, kicks it back out to Ortiz. She thought about it, and that was Ashlyn Bird. Ortiz driving, throws up a prayer, doesn't go in, but kind of got caught on a nice battle between Bags and Sharp down in the paint. So this is one we want to keep an eye on. Nice driving layup by Bell. So Casey Bell adds 2 to her, so that's our first field goal of the day. She has 3 points now. Looking for the mismatch, and they got it. Peyton's turnaround jumper is good. And then Peyton will go to the line to shoot one. And they're going to call Casey Bell on Red Oak for her second personal, 4th team foul. Free throw is up and is no good, rebounded by Red Oak. So a 14-14 lead, 14-14 game. All tied up 14, 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Bell tries to drive the paint, bounce off her foot, turns the ball over. Comets are trying to set up an offense. Peyton, long three-pointer, way outside her range, and she tried to take it for NBA range. Peyton's going to drive now, Layup is, oh, I thought it was going to drop, bounced right out. $14-all, just over the halfway mark in the second quarter. Bell's going to try to jump. Nope, she dishes off to Braggs. Nice. Nice dish to Braggs. Braggs will take 2 more points, 16-14, now the lead by Red Oak. That is, Braggs now has 2 field goals, 4 points. Peyton, jump shot is good. So Peyton ties it up once again. Bell drives, kicks it to Baggs. Baggs off the glass, bounces in, and is good. So Stormy Baggs has back-to-back buckets. Nice little turnaround jumper by Sharp. Sharp says, if you're going to leave me open, I'll just shoot it. Tied up again with under 2 minutes to go in the period. And a turnover this time. Ortiz out in front and should have an uncontested layup. She does. 2 more points for Ortiz. And that will give the Comets the lead, 20-18. A steal by Ortiz, kicks over to Peyton. Peyton's jumper won't go. Bell has the rebound for the Eagles. Bell back down court. Throws up a layup, doesn't go in. Rebound by Sharp. And they're going to call Baggs for a foul. I didn't hear the whistle. But that'll be her first personal and the 5th team foul. Minute 17 in the period. Bagg was lucky she didn't get called for her second foul. She kind of slammed into Guthrie. Driving in was number 10, Ashton Bird. So Baggs picks up her second personal very quickly, just as like she did her back-to-back buckets. So Ashton Bird, number 10, at the line to shoot 2. First one does not go. Second one drops in. And it is, in fact, 21-18. Our score program's having some fits right there. So it's 21-18. The Comets are up. 3-point on the way by Wood, won't go. Rebound by Sharp. 21-18, there we go, 21-18. The Comets are leading the Red Oak Eagles. $18 seconds. Short jumper won't go for the Comets. Rebound by Bell, or excuse me, by Bell. And full court shot won't go. So at the end of 2 quarters, it's 21-18. 21-18 as the Comets fight back after being down 11-7 at the end of the first. So the end of the first 2 quarters, 21-18 with the Lady Comets up on the Lady Eagles. Folks, stick around. After halftime, we'll be right back. In about 10 minutes, we'll be back in action. And more second half on Championship Saturday coming up.
I'm Keith Olmstead, Bedouin Shrine Tournament Director for the Bedouin Shrine Basketball Classic. I came into the Shrine in 2002, and I grew up My father was a Shriner, and he came in 1980, which was the first year the tournament started. So I've basically been around it my whole life. This will be the 39th annual. The basketball tournament started in 1980 as a fundraiser to come up with a way to raise money to transport the burned and orthopedic children back and forth to the Shriners hospitals. At the current time, we have 22 hospitals that the Shriners operate free of charge, and we transport the kids free of charge. And this is the largest fundraiser that we do to be able to do that without asking the parents for any money. The basketball tournament is, we like the saying, it's kids helping kids. They get to play in the tournament, but in the same token, you know, by them playing and their fans coming and buying a ticket to come sit and watch, they are in turn helping us, so it's kids helping kids. We have that are actually involved in the tournament. There will probably be 150 different Shriners throughout helping to pull this off. It's not an easy undertaking to do. When you have 32 teams, that are guaranteed 3 games, that's a lot to handle. So we, in turn, you know, require a lot of assistance. So we ask the nobles, and they're all volunteers. You know, none of the Shriners ever get $1 out of this. All the proceeds from this tournament go strictly to transporting kids back and forth to the hospitals. But we have actually had, and if I'm not mistaken, like 32 kids, I think, that have actually been a Shrine patient and played in the Shrine tournament. And if they do that, if they are a Shrine patient and play in the tournament, we present them with a white jacket, which is an honor. If half of these schools, if they ever met those kids and knew their story and knew their struggles and how much the Shrine has helped, it really makes it well worthwhile. I mean, I understand that it's a lot of hassle for these schools to come, you know, to play, and the expense that goes with it. But like I said, if you talk to those children and their parents for what it's done for them and their lives and how much it's improved their way of life, it's well worth it. All the hours that I put in and all the other Shriners put in is nothing compared to what those kids have gone through. I mean, to my knowledge, there's not any other tournament out there that is strictly for a charity cause. And I mean, for us to be going into our 39th year and still going is something to be said, you know, and that means that the people, the community, everybody is focused on what it's for, and that's how we've sustained as long as we have.
Welcome back to the Muskogee Civic Center. The second half of the small school girls championship game here at the 39th annual Bedouin Shrine Tournament. I'm your host, Eric Shannon, with Bravado Wireless. Thank you for watching. Start out turnaround jumper by Bell by Red Oak will not fall. Red Oak Eagles in black and purple with yellow trim. The Kansas Lady Comets are in white with red numbers. Comets kind of stormed back after the first quarter. They were down 11-7, and now they're up 21-18. And nice inside pass, couldn't be handled, and will be a jump ball. Quick substitution by the Comets. Coming in was number 14, Ashlyn Bird. 3-point by Ortiz is off the rim. She's already hit 2 of them. Ortiz will penetrate, and pull-up jumper won't go, and rebounded by Mackenzie Wood. Point guard for the Eagles. Bad pass by the Eagles. Sharp pass, but a little too high for Wood. Jumper by number 10, Bird, is good. 23-18 now. Pressure being put on by the Comets. They try to trap, and then they back out. 2-3 zone being ran by the Comets right now. Bell drives and will go to the line to shoot as it calls blocking on Guthrie. That's Guthrie's second personal. At the line to shoot a pair will be Casey Bell. Bell is 1 for 2 from the line tonight. First one does not go. Bell hits the second one, so she stays 50% from the line. 23-19 to score. Kansas Comets are in the lead. Ortiz was looking for a hole to drive through. Nice pass inside to Guthrie. Guthrie can't complete the layup, though. Rebounded by Baggs. Nearly a steal at midcourt, but the Eagles retain possession. Jump ball will be called once again. Comets will retain possession. I said Comets, I meant Eagles, excuse me. Trying to get the ball into Guthrie. They do, but Guthrie's kind of cut off, can't get to it. Martinez launches a three from the left, can't get it to fall, and going to call another jump ball underneath the basket. This one will go to Kansas this time. Bird looks like she wants to pull the trigger. Oh, and pass inside to Guthrie. She didn't see it coming on turnover. Trying to work it into Bags, couldn't get it. Ortiz on the run after a long pass. Will she do it? She turns around jumper or a turnaround layup won't fall. Taryn couldn't grab the ball. 23-19 your score. Comets are ahead. Oh, the ball will roll out of bounds, and they're going to call it out on Red Oak. And she got away with a little bit of a travel, but Lainey Payton gets rid of the ball quick enough. 25-19 for the Comets. Three-point on the way. It's going to be short and rebounded by Bird. Ortiz, three-pointer on the way, and in and out. Bags with the rebound. Wholesale substitutions for the Kansas Lady Comets. You can see the shot right there by number 11, Lainey Payton. Oh. And Crace had Bags, but was a little slow turning around to recognize her. Three-point on the way by Hunter, and is good. So Kaylee Hunter, and that is her first points of the day. 25-22, cuts it to a three-point game. Storm, turnaround jumper, all back of the rim, rebound by Bags. Three-pointer, another one on the way by Hunter, won't go. Rebound and Comets are on the move. And a turnover in transition. And a three-pointer by Crace. And that's Crace's second three-pointer. That will tie it up 25 all. Storm starts to shoot, pulls it down. And going to be way off because she took it from the NBA line, was rebounded and shot by Ashlyn Bird. Bird was fouled. Here you see the three-pointer by Crace at the right corner. Nice shot, nice form. And nearly picked off, is picked off. Nope. Red Oak gets it back down to, start saying that was Bags, but it's not Bags. We changed, that's Epinel. number 23, and like I said, I hope I pronounce her name correctly. Three-point on the way by Crace is good. So that's her third three-pointer of the day, and that gives Red Oak the lead back, 28-25. They haven't had since the first quarter, but says, I will match you by Haley Buck. I'll take your three-pointer, and I will match you 3 points. Crace going to try another one, and off the rim, so close. Bird with a three-pointer off the glass, won't go. So at the end of 3, we have a 28-28 ball game, folks. Lady Red Oak Eagles have come back. You see Crace pumping a 3 right there. There you see Buck's three-pointer. Final period coming up, final scheduled period. 28 all for our small school girls Bedouin Shrine Championship on Championship Saturday. Crace, running jumper, won't go. Rebound by Bell. Bell fighting, trying to get the ball back up. They're going to call it a jump ball. Bell looks a little gassed after that one. Maybe more frustrated than anything because she had the rebound underneath the basket. Unable to do anything with it. Nice feed inside to Torin, and Torin gets her first points of the night. That breaks the tie, 30-28. The Kansas Lady Comets are ahead. Bell, jump shot, and it's good. So Casey Bell will tie it back up. Nice feed, but could not finish on the jumper. That was Peyton, and the rebound was by Crace. Excuse me, that was number 11, Bell. Wood, three-pointer on the way off the left side of the rim. Won't go. Rebound by Taryn. Crace steals the ball on the run. Well, take the jumper off the glass. Shady Crace takes the steal and down with the jumper. Had Terran underneath, then Guthrie. Guthrie's going to drop it in. Timeout going to be called for Red Oak, and they were nearly called for a 10-second violation, so they called a timeout, and it will be a full timeout. So with the full timeout, we're going to tell you some more about some Bravado Wireless products and some Bravado Wireless service. So check it out, and check us out at BravadoWireless.com.
Wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit BravadoWireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
BravadoWireless.com. Go find a store near you, and we do everything from cell phones, $40 a month, unlimited talk, text, and data. And we do not raise your rates after you've already signed a contract, or in fact, there's no contract. So go check it out. We also have internet home service available, and of course, we carry all the latest and greatest accessories in our stores, including cases and Bluetooth speakers, and we have some crazy looking cool Bluetooth speakers. Back interaction, fourth period, all tied up, 32 all. 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in this final period of regulation. Working the ball into Bags. Bags had it. Had the position, but she was a little slow bringing the ball up, but she gets fouled. And the foul will be called on Taryn, and that is Taryn's third personal foul, but only the second team of this half. Gonna call a jump ball. Red Oak will have possession. Jumper by Bell, won't go. Bell gets her own rebound, kicks it into Bags. Bags can't get it to drop, and they're going to call a foul on, if that's Taryn, that's her fourth foul. That is her fourth personal foul. Number 2, Taryn. Bags was shooting, so she will go to the line to shoot a pair. First one is up and good. So that breaks the tie. Second one will not go, doesn't touch the rim, so it will automatically go over to Kansas. Storm will take the shot, rims in and out, rebounded by the Comets, but couldn't hold her position. And she wants a foul, but in fact, Taryn, when she came down, just wasn't able to hold her feet and came over. Turns the ball over to Red Oak. Coach Dan Caldwell having some words with one of his girls for not getting where she needs to be. Coach Caldwell and his crew came down and visited media days. Nice move by Bags. So Stormy Bags adds 2. So now a 3-point lead by Red Oak. These teams have exchanged leads on and off since the first minute. Timeout now by Kansas. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. Folks, be sure and check out BravadoWireless.com and see what we can do for you. But more importantly, check out Bedouin Shrine. You can Google it up and see what they're all about. They help kids cover medical expenses. They have 22 hospitals across the United States, and they help with transportation needs. They help with medical expenses. So if you're not able to make it to the game, because 100% of the gate proceeds goes to the Shriners Hospital. No one's taking a paycheck. This is all volunteer work that you see out here tonight. And if you want to know more, you want to help out, hit up your local Shrine Temple, and they will gladly put you in contact with who you need to be in contact with to help out these children. But what's neat is 13 children or kids that have been treated by the Shriners Hospitals has actually played in this Shrine tournament. So that's a very neat deal. Got a little wet spot on the floor there. See our cameraman Kelton kind of hiding behind the goal there. Must have had a water leak there. That's a lot of scrubbing. All right, back under action. Kansas has the ball. Loses the ball. Oh, goodness, that was Peyton. Just flat let the ball come out of her hands. Turnover. That's going to be frustrating by the Kansas coach, Steve Odell, because you had the timeout and you prepped your team, and then they turned the ball over. Jump ball going to be called. Possession went over to Kansas, so they will bring the ball up. Kansas is down by 3. Three-pointer on the way by Bird. Won't go. Off the right side of the rim, and that was Ashlyn Bird. Three-point on the way by Crace and doesn't go. Ortiz will rebound. Well, three-pointer was shot by 21 Guthrie, rebounded by Peyton. They're going to call Braggs for the hole because Braggs had her arm wrapped around her. So Braggs, that will be her third personal, but only the first foul in the second half. And I've got kind of a guest commentator here, Vaughn Castor. You better know him off of Channel 6, Storm Chaser. But Vaughn is impromptu visiting with us right here.
Hey, Eric, what's up?
Vaughn, how is storm chasing going right now?
Well, luckily we don't have any bad weather out there. We got some games to play.
That's right. It's a good time for a game. It's kind of rainy, dreary. Get inside and watch some basketball, right?
Exactly.
Turnaround jumper won't go for Bird. Ball will go out off of Red Oak, so the Kansas Lady Comets will pick the ball back up. 34-35, the Comets are down by 1 point. Rebounded by Bell, so Red Oak with the lead, just under 2 minutes to play, 1 point lead. Been a back and forth game since the opening minutes.
Tell you, these Red Oak girls are hard to beat, aren't they?
They're very talented. They move the ball around well. A lot of good defense by both teams tonight. Inside to Braggs. Braggs turnaround jumper wasn't there. Rebounded by Peyton. So far in the fourth quarter, Peyton has been a rebounding machine. Bird, three-pointer on the way. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Braggs rebounds it. And she'll get fouled by Ortiz. Nope, they call it on Guthrie, excuse me. So that's Guthrie's third and the fourth team. Kind of caught herself in traffic was Hunter. Hunter's going to slow it down and reset it. Jumping over in the corner was 15 Crace. Crace was wide open on the backside. So Red Oak will collect a foul there by Peyton, and that will be the 5th foul by the Comets in this quarter. A turnover, it bounced off of Peyton's back. Driving the baseline is Bird, kicks it back out to Sister. Now Peyton will take a three, and it's good. Peyton's first bucket of the fourth quarter, and that's a big one, 37-35 to take the 2-point lead with 41.7 seconds. They're going to take a full timeout. We're going to look at the replay right here. Going to kick it out. Bird kicks it over to Peyton. Peyton says, I've got this. Shot it from the college three-point line. Nice ball movement by Kansas. Wide open three-point shot. That's a beautiful thing coming at you right there, isn't it, Vaughn?
That's a clutch shot right there.
Right.
Clutch. With 41 seconds left. Tell you what, if you're not out here, you're missing a good game.
It's, you know, you got plenty of time. We've got 2 more to go, or 3 more games to go tonight. And Front Gate helps a great cause for the Shriners. Get out here if you can. We appreciate you watching. But if you can and you're in the Muskogee area, come out and support the Bedlam Shrine 39th Annual Shrine Tournament. And right here, Championship Saturday, Muskogee Civic Center. Coming up next, we will have the Haskell Haymakers versus the Kansas Comets for the Small School Boys Championship. So 41.7 seconds. The Comets with the three-pointer by Peyton have taken the lead. Comets applying pressure. Peyton steps out, forces her to pass. Trying to get it into Braggs. They do. Braggs loses her footing, and when she caught the ball, had to take a step away from where she wanted to be, thus forced a jump ball.
Stays right here with Kansas.
And Kansas will keep possession. We will take on a full timeout, we will take a timeout, tell you all about Bravado Wireless and what we can do for you, save you some money on cell phone service.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines, because we live where you live. Visit BravadoWireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the Muskogee Civic Center Championship Saturday for the 39th Annual Bedlam Shrine Basketball Tournament. And kind of joining me impromptu is Vaughn Casser with the News on 6 Storm Chaser. And you get to see Vaughn on Channel 6. Well, we get to sit home and you chase all the bad weather. Vaughn, from us, thank you for letting us know what's going on out there when it's ugly.
Hey, it's our pleasure. It is our pleasure. We got Mr. Huddleston with Vibe right there trying to take our picture, but here we go. Eagles got the ball back. Must make right here.
And a turnover, not what Coach Caldwell drew up coming out of that timeout. Very frustrated. And he was telling Wood to come over and help out Hunter. Hunter got bogged down a little bit. 15.4 seconds. Kansas has a 2-point lead. They're going to swap out bags for number 2, Carly Powell. And probably to get Powell to get a quick foul. And we've got a question at the scores table. All right, back to action, 37-35. Kansas has the lead. Red Oak will have to foul as soon as the inbounds comes in, and it's going to stay with Kansas, and it was tipped out of bounds by number 21, Hunter. So a half a second came off the clock. Going deep to Guthrie. Guthrie underneath the basket. Goes for the layup, doesn't hit it, but she gets fouled. Coach is asking for an intentional. Was not intentional, but it never hurts to lobby. So Guthrie will shoot 2 as she was taking the shot. First foul on Powell as she just entered the game. And she makes the first free throw. So now this is a 3-point game. If Guthrie hits this one, it makes it much difficult. And she does. So now we are at a 4-point game, 39-35, 13 seconds left. 30-second timeout being taken by Kansas to set up their defense. Kansas does not want to foul. They can give up really any kind of shot, but whatever they do, if Red Oak makes it, they've got to be able to inbound it and get it back into play.
I tell you what a comeback they made here from about 45 seconds.
Since you sat down, you've changed the game entirely.
Yeah, not in the Red Oak favor.
Yeah, Red Oak, they may not like you over here. But I tell you what, two nice young ball clubs going at it here. 2 of our smaller towns in the state of Oklahoma, and lots of support and lots of community support for both of these teams.
Very well coached on both sides, too.
Very well, yes. So Red Oak will inbounds it underneath the Comet goal, or underneath their goal, excuse me. Taking it all the way down is 21 Hunter. 3-point on the way, it's off. Rebound, put back up by Bell. Second time is the charm. Burned a lot of time after Bell's shot. So 39-37, 1.2 seconds left. And you nearly have to have a miracle, either a Reggie Miller type steal the inbounds pass and shoot, or foul. You've got 2 fouls to give, so yeah, best you can hope for is a steal on the inbounds.
Well, I'd call it a bird miracle.
A bird miracle?
Yeah.
It's possible, yeah.
Larry Bird miracle.
Right. Well, I was thinking Reggie Miller, because Reggie Miller did that against the Knicks, where he stole the inbounds pass and scored like 9 points in 5 seconds.
I guess each generation has its own miracle.
Yes, but I remember Bird. He finished up his career when I was younger, so I certainly remember Bird.
But nonetheless, it's going to take a miracle.
Nonetheless, it's going to take a miracle, and these girls have to be on their toes.
And that's it.
And that's it. They didn't have Peyton covered, and that'll be your ball game, 39-37. The Kansas Lady Comets will take the win, and the championship for the small girls bracket right here. 39-37 the score as Kansas outlasts Red Oak to take home the championship. Stick around, folks. Coming up next, we will have the Haskell Haymakers versus the Kansas Comets for the small school boys.
Olmsted, Bedouin Shrine Tournament Director for the Bedouin Shrine Basketball Classic. I came into the Shrine in 2002, and I grew up, my father was a Shriner, and he came in 1980, which was the first year the tournament started, so I've basically been around it my whole life. This will be the 39th annual. The basketball tournament started in 1980 as a fundraiser to come up with a way to raise money to transport the burned and orthopedic children back and forth to the Shriners hospitals. At the current time, we have 22 hospitals that the Shriners operate free of charge, and we transport the kids free of charge. And this is the largest fundraiser that we do to be able to do that without asking the parents for any money. The basketball tournament is, we like the saying, it's kids helping kids. They get to play in the tournament, but in the same token, you know, by them playing and their fans coming and buying a ticket to come sit and watch, they are in turn helping us, so it's kids helping kids. We have that are actually involved in the tournament. There will probably be 150 different Shriners throughout helping to pull this off. It's not an easy undertaking to do. When you have 32 teams, that are guaranteed 3 games, that's a lot to handle. So we, in turn, you know, require a lot of assistance. So we ask the nobles, and they're all volunteers. You know, none of the Shriners ever get $1 out of this. All the proceeds from this tournament go strictly to transporting kids back and forth to the hospital. So we have actually had, and if I'm not mistaken, like 32 kids, I think, that have actually been a Shrine patient and played in the Shrine tournament. And if they do that, if they are a Shrine patient and play in the tournament, we present them with a white jacket, which is an honor. If half of these schools, if they ever met those kids and knew their story and knew their struggles and how much the Shrine has helped, it really makes it well worthwhile. I mean, I understand that it's a lot of hassle for these schools to come, you know, to play, and the expense that goes with it. But like I said, if you talk to those children and their parents for what it's done for them and their lives and how much it's improved their way of life, it's well worth it. All the hours that I put in and all the other Shriners put in is nothing compared to what those kids have gone through. I mean, to my knowledge, there's not any other tournament out there that is strictly for a charity cause. And I mean, for us to be going into our 39th year and still going is something to be said, you know, and that means that the people, the community, everybody is focused on what it's for, and that's how we've sustained as long as we have.